From Versailles to Chambord, France is home to some of the most stunning and fascinating castles in the world, each with its own unique story. From towering medieval fortresses to grand royal palaces, these castles are like windows into the past, where battles were fought, kings and queens ruled, and legends were born. So stay with us as we explore 15 of the most beautiful castles in France.
Mont Saint-Michel.
This is a tidal island and commune off the coast of Normandy, is a breathtaking sight, crowned by a magnificent Benedictine abbey. It appears to rise from the sea like a vision from a fairy tale. This UNESCO World Heritage Site boasts a rich history, architectural marvels, and a unique natural setting, making it one of France's most popular tourist destinations. The story of Mont Saint-Michel begins around the 8th century AD when legend has it that the Archangel Michael appeared to Aubert, who was Bishop of Avranches, instructing him to build a church on the rocky islet. Mont Saint-Michel's strategic location at the mouth of the Couesnon River made it a natural choice for a religious outpost, and a small oratory was built soon after. Viking raids in the 10th century led to the construction of fortifications around the abbey, solidifying Mont Saint-Michel's role as a defensive site. The 11th and 12th centuries witnessed a golden age for Mont Saint-Michel. The Benedictine monks who resided there expanded the abbey, constructing the iconic buildings that define its silhouette today. The French Revolution brought a dramatic change to Mont Saint-Michel's purpose. The abbey was converted into a prison in the late 18th century, a stark contrast to its former religious significance. This use continued until the mid-19th century when a public outcry led to the abbey's restoration. Today, Mont Saint-Michel is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a vibrant tourist destination. You can explore the imposing abbey buildings, marvel at the panoramic views from the ramparts, and stroll along the narrow cobbled streets lined with shops and restaurants. Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte. Did you know? The magnificence of this castle aroused the jealousy of King Louis XIV. This led him to accuse the owner, Fouquet, of financial misconduct. Fouquet was subsequently arrested and imprisoned in the Bastille. The chateau was then seized and plundered by the king. Located in Annecy, southeast of Paris, is one of the most beautiful examples of French classical architecture. Built between 1658 and 1661 by Nicolas Fouquet, the superintendent of finances under Louis XIV, this castle is a masterpiece of French Baroque architecture, designed by architect Louis Levauve, landscape architect André Lenotre, and painter Charles Lebrun. Its lavish construction and extravagant inauguration party famously led to Fouquet's downfall, as Louis XIV, jealous of its grandeur, arrested him and used the team behind Vaux-le-Vicomte to create Versailles. Vaux-le-Vicomte is significant for its innovative design, merging architecture, landscape, and interior decoration in a unified composition that would become the standard for French royal estates. Today you can explore the beautifully maintained formal gardens, tour the richly decorated interiors, and even participate in candlelit evening tours that capture the 17th century ambience of the chateau. Château de Versailles. Located about 20 kilometers southwest of Paris, was originally a modest hunting lodge before King Louis XIV transformed it into the magnificent symbol of absolute monarchy. Construction began in 1661, and the palace quickly became the center of political power in France. Versailles is renowned for its opulent architecture, including the Hall of Mirrors, the King's Grand Apartments, and the extensive gardens. Key historical events took place here, including the signing of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919, which officially ended World War I. Versailles played a crucial role in the French Revolution. It was the site of the tennis court oath, a pledge made by the Third Estate to continue meeting until a new constitution was adopted. The storming of the Bastille, which marked the beginning of the French Revolution, was a direct response to the events at Versailles. Today, you can tour the palace and its expansive grounds, including the Petit Trianon, Marie Antoinette's private estate. The palace also hosts grand events, exhibitions, and musical performances, continuing to embody the grandeur of France's royal past. Château de Fontainebleau. Every French monarch from the 12th to the 19th century left their mark in here. Located 55 kilometers southeast of Paris, this grand chateau was originally built in the 12th century as a royal hunting lodge and gradually expanded into a luxurious palace for French kings. The castle was a center of artistic activity during the 16th century, and it gave rise to the School of Fontainebleau, a group of French and Italian artists who developed a distinctive style combining elements of Renaissance and Mannerist art. It was a favorite residence of kings like Francis I, who introduced Renaissance art and architecture to France, and Napoleon Bonaparte, who called it the true home of kings and signed his first abdication here in 1814. Fontainebleau stands out for its diverse architectural styles, blending medieval, Renaissance, and classical elements, and for its opulent interior, including the famed gallery of Francis I. In 2008, Château de Fontainebleau was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in recognition of its exceptional cultural and historical significance. Today, you can explore its vast gardens, the beautiful horseshoe staircase, and several museums housed within the chateau. The estate also offers equestrian shows, guided tours, and boating on the nearby lake. Château de Chantilly. This castle is home to one of the largest collections of historical paintings in France. Located in the town of Chantilly, about 50 kilometers north of Paris, this remarkable castle was built in its original form in 1528 by the Montmorency family, but the current structure largely dates back to the 19th century after being reconstructed by Henri d'Orléans, Duke of Aumale. Chantilly Castle was the site of significant historical events, including the lavish celebrations hosted by Louis II de Bourbon, the Prince of Condé, who played a major role in French military history. The castle houses the Musée Condé, featuring a stunning library, an impressive art collection, and the spectacular Les Grandes Écuries, which means great stables, which are a unique draw for horse lovers. You can explore its beautiful gardens, designed by André Le Nôtre, who also created the gardens of Versailles. The Chantilly forest surrounding the estate adds a serene and lush backdrop. Château de Chambord. What could be more majestic than the Château de Chambord, with its 440 rooms and distinctive French Renaissance architecture? Situated in the Loire Valley, Chambord is one of the most famous castles in France. It was commissioned by King Francis I in 1519, supposedly to be used as a hunting lodge, although its grandeur far exceeds that purpose. Designed in part by Leonardo da Vinci, the castle features a unique double helix staircase, allowing people to ascend and descend without crossing paths. Chambord was used during World War II to hide some of the Louvre's most valuable artworks, including the Mona Lisa. Surrounded by a massive forested park, it offers a chance to explore not only the grand interior, but also outdoor activities like biking and wildlife viewing. Carcassonne Castle. This is one of the largest and most well-preserved medieval fortresses in Europe. Located in southern France, this UNESCO World Heritage Site dates back to the Roman era but reached its peak in the 12th century under the Trencavel family, who expanded it into a formidable stronghold. The castle played a crucial role during the Albigensian Crusade, a 13th century military campaign against the Cathar heretics, when Simon de Montfort besieged and captured the city. Carcassonne's double-walled defenses, with 52 towers, made it nearly impregnable, and it remained a key military asset during the 100 Years' War. Today, you can explore the ramparts, towers, and Château Comtal, the central fortification within the walls. The town also offers a glimpse into medieval life, with cobblestone streets, quaint shops, and cultural festivals that bring history to life. Annecy Castle. This castle once served as a residence for the Counts of Geneva. Overlooking the picturesque town of Annecy in southeastern France, this medieval castle was constructed between the 12th and 16th centuries, blending various architectural styles from Gothic to Renaissance. Its strategic location above Lake Annecy made it a valuable defensive stronghold during the Middle Ages. The castle has witnessed numerous conflicts, including the battles between the Counts of Geneva and the Duchy of Savoy. Today, Castillo de Annecy is a cultural hub, home to the Annecy Museum, which showcases regional art, historical artifacts, and exhibits on Lake Annecy's natural environment. You can explore the castle's towers, such as the Queen's Tower, and enjoy sweeping views of the lake and the surrounding Alps. A visit to this castle offers not only a deep dive into medieval history, but also a connection to the rich cultural heritage of the Haute-Savoie region. Château de Haut-Koenigsbourg, located in the Vosges Mountains of northeastern France, was originally built in the 12th century by the Counts of Hohenstaufen to control the strategic trade routes in the region. It has witnessed centuries of conflict and change, serving as a strategic stronghold for various rulers and factions. Over centuries, it was besieged and rebuilt several times, particularly during the 30 Years' War when it was left in ruins. In the early 20th century, the German Emperor Wilhelm II ordered its restoration as a symbol of imperial power. Today, Haut-Koenigsbourg is a popular tourist attraction and a popular venue for weddings, showcasing medieval architecture with a fully restored keep, drawbridge, and furnished rooms. You can learn about life in a medieval fortress and enjoy breathtaking views of the surrounding forests and vineyards. The castle's unique history, coupled with its stunning location, makes it a must-see in the Alsace region. Château de Beynac. This is one of the best preserved castles in the Dordogne region, and its strategic location provided control over the river and surrounding lands. Built in the 12th century, this imposing fortress was a key player during the Hundred Years' War, as it was held by the French while the nearby Château de Castelnaud was in English hands. Over the centuries, it was home to prominent figures like Richard the Lionheart and Simon de Montfort. The castle's austere medieval architecture includes thick walls, narrow staircases, and battlements that evoke its turbulent past. Today, you can explore the castle's richly decorated rooms, the dungeon, and the medieval kitchen, all while taking in breathtaking views of the Dordogne Valley. The castle also served as a filming location for several movies, making it a fascinating mix of history and cinematic charm. Duingt Castle. Also known as Château de Châteauvieux, this is one of the most picturesque castles in the French Alps, located on the shores of Lake Annecy. Built in the 11th century, the castle has long been a private residence and was once owned by the powerful de Sales family. It has seen sieges and skirmishes over the centuries, particularly during the times of the Duchy of Savoy. While the interior is not open to the public, the castle's dramatic silhouette against the blue waters and the surrounding mountains is a favorite for photographers and visitors exploring the area by boat or foot. Duingt Castle is a key symbol of the region's medieval past. You can enjoy stunning views and boat tours around the lake, experiencing the serene beauty of this historic site from the water. Château de Robert le Diable. This castle is shrouded in legend and mystery. Located on a hill near the town of Molyneux in Normandy, this castle is said to have been built in the 11th century by Robert I, Duke of Normandy, also known as Robert the Devil, due to the many dark myths surrounding his life. The castle's strategic position along the Seine River made it a vital stronghold during the medieval period, particularly during the Anglo-Norman conflicts. Though mostly in ruins today, the haunting remnants of Château de Robert le Diable include imposing walls and crumbling towers that offer a glimpse into its storied past. The legend of Robert the Devil adds a layer of intrigue to the castle, and today you can walk the ruins and learn about the site's ghostly reputation, while enjoying sweeping views of the surrounding Normandy landscape. Château d'Age. Located in the city of Angers in the Loire Valley, this 9th century fortress was expanded by the Plantagenet dynasty and transformed into a royal fortress by King Louis IX in the 13th century. With its massive walls and 17 watchtowers, it served as a critical military stronghold during the Hundred Years' War. The castle was designed to be an impregnable fortress, with powerful walls, towers, and a sophisticated defense system. Its strategic position on the main river made it a crucial defensive point. The chateau is home to the famous Apocalypse Tapestry, a 100-meter-long masterpiece that depicts scenes from the Book of Revelation, one of the largest and oldest preserved tapestries in the world. Although Château d'Age is not a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the tapestries of the Apocalypse are considered a national treasure and are part of the World Heritage. Today you can explore the castle's extensive gardens, moats, and ramparts, while also viewing the tapestry in its dedicated gallery. Château d'Age combines art, history, and breathtaking views, offering a glimpse into both the military and cultural achievements of medieval France. Château de Ducs. This was once home to one of France's most influential noble families. Located in the town of Annecy, in Normandy, this castle was the seat of the Dukes of Annecy, who played significant roles in French politics and military campaigns during the Middle Ages. The original fortress dates back to the 12th century and was expanded in the 14th century by Charles II of Annecy, who reinforced it to protect against English invasions during the 100 Years' War. The castle saw several battles and changes of ownership between French and English forces. Although much of the medieval structure has been lost, the remaining parts of the castle serve as a historical monument. Today you can explore the Ducal Chapel, which features Gothic architecture, and stroll through the charming old town of Annecy, known for its lace-making tradition. Fougères Castle. This is one of the best-preserved, largest medieval fortresses in Europe. Located in Brittany, northwestern France, this imposing castle was built in the 11th century by the House of Amboise and later expanded in the 12th and 13th centuries to defend the region against the English during the 100 Years' War. Fougères Castle played a significant role in the Breton resistance against French royal forces, making it a focal point of numerous battles. Its sturdy walls, 13 towers, and deep moat make it an exemplary medieval defensive structure. During the 100 Years' War, Fougères Castle played a crucial role in the resistance against the English. It was one of the last strongholds to fall to the English forces. The castle's dungeon is a dark and forbidding place that was used to imprison prisoners. Today you can explore the dungeon, wander through the well-preserved ruins, explore its towers, and enjoy exhibitions that recount the castle's role in regional history. So tell us what your favorite castle in France is? Let us know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and continue creating more content. Thanks for watching and see you on our next adventure. Happy travels!